CAS is known around the world as one of the great business schools to go to if you want to study shipping finance. Professor Nikos Nomikos is here with me. And post-global financial crisis, Nikos, it's been an interesting time for the world of shipping. What effect did the global financial crisis have on global shipping?
It had a significant effect. So shipping was one of the industries that was also affected by the international financial crisis. First of all, the crisis itself resulted in a standstill, if you like, in the world seaborne trade. So there was a drastic reduction in the amount of commodities that were transported by sea, and that resulted in a dramatic reduction in the level of freight rates. So that was one sort of effect. Secondly, on the ship finance side, there was also the impact of a reduction in the availability of funds that banks and financiers and investors were willing to invest in the shipping industry. So the overall credit crisis meant that many of the investment banks either had to restructure their portfolios or, in certain cases, exit the shipping market altogether. So that meant that there was less funds available to finance shipping projects.
Because the thing that people always say about the shipping industry is it's cyclical, and post-global financial crisis, once again, there's massive oversupply.
That is indeed the case. So we are again in a situation where you have oversupply, at least in some of the sectors of the shipping industry. That is a result of an investment sort of spree that took place from early 2000 until 2008 and up to 2009, 2010. So overall, one can say that we have perhaps more vessels than what we currently need, and this has been the case with the shipping industry for quite some time. We have this cyclical pattern where investors order more ships, and these ships generally arrive in the market at the wrong phase of the cycle. So that's what happened as well this time.
You study the numbers on a day-to-day basis, the global shipping trends. Have you seen, stepping back from the world of shipping, have you seen in those shipping numbers any trends that should give the rest of us cause to think that this crisis maybe is coming to an end?
There are some indicators. If we see, for instance, the indicators for the world seaborne trade, we are perhaps at levels that we had before the economic recession, and perhaps, to some extent, world seaborne trade has been growing at quite some steady and solid numbers. What seems to be different this time is the fact that we have perhaps a lot more ships than what is required, and we can see another correction from that point of view, in the sense that there is an increase in the number, if you like, of vessels that go out of service in terms of scrapping or being demolished, and that is perhaps an indication that we have a rationalization, if you like, of the world shipping fleet. Having said that, there are still some sectors of the shipping industry which are quite healthy and show quite strong signs of robust fundamentals. One particular sector being, for instance, the LNG sector, where we have investment in new vessels, and possibly that could be a sector where we're going to liquefied natural gas, correct, for the transportation of natural gas, and coupled with the discoveries of new shale gas reserves, that possibly could be an area where we're going to see more investment and greater expansion in the future.
Professor Nikos Nomikos, thank you very much.